the look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it, the texture. I love gold so much that I even lost my genitalia in an unfortunate smelting accident. Hence the name Gold Member.
To the alchemist. Well, we've reached the square, but I wonder where the alchemist's residence is.
Hey, Nick, look over there.
Who?
There's a street leading away from the square.
Hey, you're right. Let's go take a look. Oh, that little shit. What are you doing out here? The guy that's waking up.
Hey, I thought you two were working at the bakery. Are you goofing off?
Well, not exactly.
Actually, we thought we'd give up baking and try our hands at something else. Is that so? Sounds like a good idea. Your bread did taste a little unusual anyway. What? You mean our bread wasn't delicious?
That's strange. I mean, we used so much butter and kneaded the dough so hard.
Just my opinion, mind. I prefer my bread a little more fluffy and light. Oh, really? Mayo, he's a kid. Calm down. Oh, really? So, just how fluffy and light are we talking here?
That was stupid. That's dumb.
Well, maybe about as light and fluffy as in this puzzle.
Alright. What is this? Cloud maze? It's just a maze. Okay. This is just cute.
Oh,
Here,
we found it!
down the hole. It begins our descent. This is Dante's Inferno.
D4C.
D4CBT. What? It was was I fooled? No, okay.
Featuring Maya from the Devil May Cry
Leave it
series.
to your friendly neighborhood spirit medium.
Nick, what the fuck did I just experience?
All in a day's work for Maya.
Yeah, we
Fairy,
haven't.
Ace
That's like
Assistants.
the only reference they've ever made to her being a spirit medium in this game. Wow, impressive work. I really didn't expect you to solve that.
On account of how stupid you are. Actually, I thought the same thing too.
Well, I knew I could do it. So what are you out-of-work bakers doing hanging around here anyway? Prompt.
Do you know anything about it?
Surely the Knights of the Inquisitions are the one you should ask. Maybe they can tell you a lot more than I can.
You might be right about that.
Even so, it's a right shame someone like him could get murdered. I often went to him myself to get medicine. He was always friendly and understanding. Seems like Sir Belduke was a good man, at least from what we've heard so far. I just hope they manage to solve this case soon.
Thank you, little man. That's a nice little house. What a nice little place you got here. So this is Sir Belduke's residence.
It definitely looks like an alchemist's house. I've never seen plants like these before.
So what do we do now? Do we just like bust in? Just because the owner's deceased, we can't exactly go barging in.
But have you noticed just how well kept his yard is? It looks like someone is still living here.
Someone has definitely been doing this. That's for sure. Hey, who's that over there? My sincere apologies. I'm afraid medicaments are no longer being provided here. They're doing the fucking, like, sheesh thing with the arm. That's killing
Fair
her.
little cutie.
Huh? Did you not come in here for medicaments of some kind? No, we didn't come here for that. We're to
came here
investigate
for
the
you.
incident. He died. The one involving Sir Belduke. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but You do not look like members of the Knights of the Inquisition. I'm, Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And you? I'm guessing you live here. Indeed, my name is Jean Grail. I was a butler to the late Master Belduke.
Jean Grey? The Phoenix?
Yeah, the Phoenix is here.
Grey Earl. So, she likes tea? Her name's Earl Grey? Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't straight up just name a guy Earl Grey.
They have a little bit more self-control.
Wow, a butler! This must be my first time meeting a real one.
Well, Mr. Grail, if you don't mind. I've been told that the incident involving your master was shrouded in mystery. Has it got something to do with the Great Witch Bezella? We're trying to investigate that at the moment. The Great Witch Bezella? Am I right in supposing that you are defending Isabella Cantabella? Well, actually, yeah, we are. So you know of Spella, do you? That goes without saying. Everyone around here knows her.
Do you think you can help us? We're here looking for leads. No.
While he was alive, the Master taught me the value of investigating the truth that governs the natural world. If you two are investigating the truth, then it would be against his teachings for me not to cooperate with you. Would you both like to come in? We can discuss the matter further inside. That would be great. Thank you, Mr. Grail.
Whoa, spoken like a true butler. He's a pretty cool guy, isn't he, Nick? No.
You know I hate him. God, they are tiny. What is this room? This is the room that Master Belduke kindly provided as my accommodation. So, is this the room where the incident took place? That would be the Master's study. It is the room right next door. However, the state of this room has been carefully preserved since the incident 3 months ago. As such, entry into the room is not currently permitted.
Really? Bummer.
Is that by order of the Knights of Inquisition? By any chance? Yes, and as I have lived with Master Belduke since an early age, they also decided it would be only fitting for me to stay on and keep the place in order.
So you've been looking after the place ever since Sir Belduke passed away?
Yes, that's correct. Now then, is there anything further you wish to discuss?
Is that a mini bar? What's inside all those bottles?
Maya, don't drink it. Who knows what strange mixtures the alchemist kept in those bottles?
It's just straight vodka.
Dude's getting crunked in here, Maya. Books and documents are all neatly placed on the shelves. Guerrero's a pretty tidy person.
Maybe Jean could teach me some alchemy, and you how to keep your desk tidy, Nick.
Okay, Maya, bit of a BM. The town is over there. It's the opposite direction from the bell tower.
Bit of a bowel movement. You just took a shit all over me. A pretty view like this makes you forget all about witches and murders.
Well, now I remember. God, I can't. Did you see the sheesh, like fucking like arm thing that they're doing? As I mentioned a moment ago, I know very little about this matter. As a matter of fact, it might be better to ask the Inquisitors. I can tell you about one thing, though, namely what occurred before the incident. Before the incident? Yes, it was 3 months ago, around the time that Master Belduke was murdered.
We were on our way back from collecting specimens for research, and it was already into the small hours of the morning. There was a thunderstorm on the way, and as the storm drew nearer, we quickly made our way home.
Oh, he's hot.
That's what you got out of that scene.
Isn't he, though?
No, yeah, it's
We were
fair.
surprised at what we saw. But Master Belduke, well, how can I put this? He reacted in a most peculiar way. Unlike others who saw it, he seemed unsettled, as if he was truly afraid of something.
I mean, my house was burning down. I feel like that's a normal reaction.
After that bell tower appeared,
Well, that wasn't his house.
he
This is
changed
the bell tower.
completely.
Oh, okay.
Master
The bell
Belduke
tower just came out of
became
nowhere.
a different man.
Wait a second. Did you just say a bell tower appeared?
Hey, that explains it. That must be what High Inquisitor Darklaw meant when she mentioned an incident involving the bell tower.
This day I do not know what the Master was so afraid of. Do you think it was connected in some way to his death?
I think it must have been magic. I mean, for a bell tower to just appear like that.
Huh. Mr. Grey Earl, do you mind if we have a look around? I know that Inquisitors have already carried out a full investigation, but there just might be a clue or two with some kind of connection to the Great Witch. Well, I suppose. Providing I am allowed to accompany you, of course. There is sensitive equipment everywhere, and it's my responsibility to take care of it. I understand. We'll be careful.
I wonder how the professor and Luke are doing with their visit to the storyteller.
They're just dead. Yeah, I've been wondering about that too. Chance to meet Labyrinthia's creator. Let's just hope they don't upset the guy and have some terrible plot twist written about them.
That only happened if it was you that visited the storyteller, Nick. The professor would never let anything like that happen. I've got a feeling they'll come back with some pretty useful leads. We have to do our best too, Nick. Let's keep up our side of this investigation.
You got it, Maya. We're all in this together. Come on, let's see what we can find.
That's the spirit.
Boom, boom, boom. I really like the soundtrack to this game. Really catchy. Bell Tower. According to Grey Earl, Sir Belduke's butler, the bell tower appeared mysteriously after lightning struck one evening. For some reason, Sir Belduke became so seriously agitated upon its appearance. So do you guys want to get like a pizza or something?
Yeah, you've been here a while. You want something to eat?
Like, I'm not hungry, I'll eat.
The Great Witch Bezella will be tried in court?
He does kind of look like, what do you guys want? You're still here?
It's like, I mean, like, I hate to be a bad host. I suppose I'll take him. That will be Labyrinthia's final chapter, a fitting end for a town ruled by witches and the magic.
Am I to be believed that this final chapter has already begun?
That is correct. And there is no way you can possibly change its final outcome.
I wonder about that. You see, I gave my word to a young lady. I promised that without fail I would be able to rescue her. If I'm not mistaken, the Great Witch Trial will begin in 2 weeks' time. The same day on which you will hold your next parade. I believe that should give us sufficient time to show you what we can do.
Such a smug countenance. I find it intolerable.
I beg your pardon?
I say you're full of— oh my god! Oh, it's his face! What's his face? His model!
His face is gone.
It's—
Yeah.
oh my god. 2 weeks from now, you say? I'm afraid that information is out of date, Herschel Layton.
Out of date? What do you mean?
I've updated the story. Oh, my face is back. My parade will be held the day after tomorrow, according to the amended story.
What? The day after tomorrow? That's not fair.
Now that's the kind of countenance I want from the characters in my story.
But what?
That's what I do. Didn't you know? I decide the fate of characters who have no knowledge of their future. It would appear that you are not yet fully aware of the gravity of the situation. Let me see now. Just for fun, I'll write you a little story. A story full of surprises and a few tears. I shall enjoy seeing the emotions of the characters as they play their parts.
A story for us?
Stories are a fixture of this town. You would be wise to embrace them. Let's see. I think we need a stimulating incident. We shall have a witch, some witchcraft, and perhaps a little death.
Death? You can't.
Oh, but I can. Let me see. This is a golden opportunity to use the alchemist's residence. How about this? Your comrade meets with a death by golden curse in the alchemist's residence. This could be a truly interesting story.
Phoenix fucking dies.
No way!
Feel free to act as you wish when playing your role in the story.
How can you...
The beginning of a new tragedy or a farce. The victim of a golden curse lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy. A man from afar falls to a golden curse, and a woman from afar cries out in grief. The woman is captured, her dark trial begins. The fiery pit will cleanse all her sins.
So Phoenix, he's predicting that Phoenix will die and Maya will be held responsible.
A man from afar falls to a golden curse, and a woman from afar cries out in grief. This must be referring to Maya and Mr. Wright.
There was actually like an alert noise.
Yeah, a little doom.
If we don't do something, Mr. Wright and Miss Faye will be in danger. There's no time to lose, Luke. Let's go and find them.
Right you are, Professor.
The story has already been written. And no matter what you do, you will not change the result.
I do not agree.
I will simply intervene.
What we do next can change the future in any number of ways.
I'm sure that's what you want to believe. In fact, a naive outburst like that could be a poignant plot point. Please be my guest. Your
Well,
words...
like, you didn't know we were gonna be here. And
Shut
we
up.
fucked up your last trial.
Your words may help to raise the tension and bring a little excitement to my story.
You monster!
No, Dad, don't say that cuss word.
No, he's like holding Luke back.
Hold me back, Professor! Say I won't! Say I won't!
Luke, now is not the time. We can beat the shit out of this guy later.
Yeah, he's like 80.
Okay, let's go, Professor. Better hurry.
It's like Alba age.
He does look like Alba.
This is where he went. This is Alabast.
Extraterritorial storybook.
You can't arrest me, I'm in the book.
Professor, do you hear a flapping sound coming this way?
The sound of a large bird, perhaps. A dragon just appears.
Hey, you.
That's the owl that we saw in the audience room.
It's holding a letter in its mouth, not to mention watching us intently.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something. I'll try talking to him and see what he wants. What's up, old dog? How you doing? What can we do for you?
I don't think I can touch you there. Now the professor's watching.
Professor, he's making some demands. I've got Professor. Who? That's the owl. Says the letter was delivered to the storyteller 3 months ago.
Isn't that like a guy's name being like hi? Like that's like a man's name being hello.
I'm gonna name my son
an
Hello.
owl named To the storyteller? If that's so, then we can't very well keep it. After all, it's wrong to read letters addressed to someone else.
That's what the owl said. But he also said there's absolutely nothing written on the sheets of parchment inside the envelope. Look, Professor. See, they're totally blank.
They have invisible ink in medieval times? A letter with nothing written on it. That is indeed most curious.
And another thing, Professor. The owl says this letter was sent by the alchemist.
What's that, my boy? Written by the alchemist? Oh, then it's definitely invisible ink. Or like one of those things where you hold it under...
You put like lemon juice on it.
No, you hold it over a candle and you can see it. I know there definitely was an oil that you could do that with in medieval times. To send secret letters.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the storyteller wrote in that story he penned a moment ago? A victim of a golden curse lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy.
The false alchemy.
Which probably means the place at which this incident will occur.
Is the home of the one who sent this letter. In other words, at the alchemist's house, right, Professor?
It appears the address of the sender, Sir Belduke, is written on the envelope. Which means we had better make our way there immediately.
Thanks, Mr. Who.
And he's gone.
The address on the envelope is somewhere near the town square.
That's a little far from here, Professor. We might not make it in time. I think we better run.
Luke, my boy, we have the need to rent a steed. That's pretty clever. I like that.
I think you're right, Professor. That would be far quicker than running.
The need for steed. Quickly, Luke. There's no time to lose.
Horse
Look at
pog.
that cake on Layton.
He's got that whole badonk up.
Hey, easy, boy. This horse is... I thought you said this horse is spitting.
Straight fire.
Let's see what kooky characters will be over here.
I mean, we already know who's over here. It's just the butler. A boy butler. Say, Nick, have you noticed how the color of the wall is different from all the other walls in this room?
I think I've investigated enough crime scenes by now to notice something like that.
I'm embarrassed to admit it, but actually, there was a small fire here a while ago. It was my fault. The wall ended up a little bit singed in the process.
Now that you mention it, there are some signs of a fire on the floor there too.
Yes, that is correct. Anyway, I decided to paint the wall myself.
Looks like Mr. Grey Earl is way handier with herbs than with a paintbrush.
I let a candle set fire to some dry straw. In all my time as a butler, I've never made such a major blunder.
No, it's not that bad. You're being a little bit hard on yourself.
That's right, it's not so bad. You think that's bad? You should see Nick try to do the laundry. Now that's a major blunder.
Okay, that was one time. Anyways. What'd he do?
The laundry, of course.
I had a pretty bad... I used bleach instead of detergent once.
Oh no, Carlos. That must have ruined the whole load.
It may very well could have.
Let's go check out Mr. Belduke's study.
I was in a rush leaving the house and I just grabbed it. Like, oh, that looks like detergent. While we're here, could you show us around your room a little, Mr. Grey Earl?
Of course, if it will bring you any closer to finding the truth, be my guest. However, as the Knights of the Inquisition have ordered that the crime scene be left undisturbed, I must ask that you refrain from touching anything while you're in the study.
Sure, we'll be careful. Study. It's a nice
got
little
the
house.
toe button.
The toes. Whose toes are those? They're mine. They're my toes.
Too creepy.
This is a neat room.
Hey, look, Nick, there on the floor. It's one of those whatchamacallit. You know, a crop circle, right?
That's an alchemist circle, Maya. We're not in wheat fields.
I'm sorry to repeat myself, but please be sure not to touch anything.
You heard him, Maya. That means keep your hands to yourself.
No problem. I'll just do the touching with my eyes.
Focusing. With your eyes?
Yeah, like Patrick in that one episode.
Focusing. Nice place you got here.
I love you. That was my favorite joke in SpongeBob. I don't know why it made me so happy. Just like Patrick opening the door and being like, I love you. And then
Just
and the
slam.
dude immediately slamming in his face.
Try to be flattering.
I love you. Hey, that's a pretty little picture over there. We could use a picture like this back at the office, don't you think? We could hang it right next to Charlie. Hey, Charlie reference.
Charlie reference.
What is it, Nick?
The wall behind this picture frame.
The wall? Oh, wait. It seems there's some kind of green mark on the wall just by the painting.
I wonder, there's something hidden behind this painting.
I wonder who could have hidden it. Hey, Nick, look at this.
The wall behind the painting. It's painted green.
Is there a problem?
No
What are you
problem.
hiding?
This could be some kind of clue. Can't help being a Gemini. It looks like a load of white powder has been scattered around the desk.
While he's dying, was like, well, I'm a Taurus, so...
I can't stop being a Gemini. About this white powder, has it been here since the incident?
That's right.
Oh, that's his cocaine.
That's just Master Belduke's crack. He does look like Sherlock Holmes. I wouldn't be out of character. It was just like this when I entered the room on the morning following the incident. I have left it this way ever since.
I guess someone must have dropped a container full of some medicine.
Please try not to walk in it. You may leave footprints.
Now that you said it, all I want to do is leave little old footprints all over the place. Oh, it'll just be like Maya was here.
Oh, Maya. What's the matter, Mr. Grail?
Oh, it's actually it's that pendant. I must say I find it fascinating.
Oh, you mean this old thing? It's called a Magatama.
Oh, we do have the Magatama.
Magatama.
Yep, you could say it's kind of like my source of power.
Oh,
I
it's
guess.
not, okay. It's not Phoenix. It's the one that Maya wears. Never mind.
I understand. Stones are often charged with energy, after all.
The pendant you're wearing is pretty neat too. It's such a mysterious color.
Oh, this? It's an amethyst. Master Belduke asked me to wear it.
An amethyst?
The amethyst brings about good vibrations and an alchemy sense.
I'm picking up good vibrations.
Patience. Mr. Grail?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just remembering Master Belduke. He gave me this stone and accepted me as his assistant. Is it an alchemist? But now, Master, such is the order of things.
Seems like Grail really misses him.
Yeah, I would too, he's hot.
Must have really respected Sir Belduke.
Oh,
Well, I think we've just about investigated everything we can for now.
but we didn't find any of the leads on the Great Witch.
Oh, Mr. Grail.
Hey, stop eating the crack.
Stop eating the fucking cocaine.
Yes, what is it?
Is there anywhere else you can think of where we might find more clues?
Let me see. Well, there is a cellar under this study. That's where the master kept his research materials.
A cellar under this room?
Yes, there's a trapdoor in the floor, leading down to the cellar.
A room containing Belduke's research materials. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a quick look at that room.
I see. Very well. If you'll please just wait a moment.
Well, there it is.
That ladder leads down to the cellar, but please be careful, it's rather dark down there.
He just closed the door on us and locked it.
Looks like it might be a little cramped down there, too.
That's true, perhaps it's a little bit small for the both of you at once.
Okay, Nick, that seems more like your kind of thing anyway.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I guess you're just more suited to small, dark, damp places.
I'm not a rat, you know.
Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I'll just stay up here and snoop around for some clues.
It's not snooping, Maya, it's investigating. Anyway, you do that. I'll be right back.
Yay, way to go, Nick.
Well, I should return to my room. Please give me a call as soon as you have both finished.
Okay, got it. Sheep?
That's a weird looking
The
sheep.
golden sheep. Ugh, a little chilly down here. Doesn't look like it's been used much. The air is so musty and stale. Anyway, I better hurry up and take a look around. I want goat. Sheep. Goat. Looks like a sculpture of a goat, I think. Something about it gives me the creeps. Wait a second! Is this... This thing is completely made of gold! Could this be the result of alchemy? Guess in this town anything's possible. If Maya were here, she'd break her back trying to take that goat with her. That's strange. Almost everything in this room is covered in a layer of dust. Everything except for that goat, that is. Seems to have been kept in pristine condition. Looks like Sir Belduke studied alchemy here, too. I don't see anything medicine-like, but there sure is a lot of equipment. This desk is pretty messy. Not a speck of dust, though. Guess Greyro must be keeping it clean. There's a wooden box by the desk filled with all kinds of junk. A doll is peeping out of the box. I wonder if it was left by a little girl who was one of the doctor's patients. What is this, a map? Hint coin.
Give me that hint coin.
Well, well, well. This isn't a well. Looks like it's still in use, too. I'm guessing you need quite a bit of clean water for alchemy. Were you like the expert in alchemy, Phoenix? Come to think of it, I haven't noticed any plumbing here in Labyrinthia. Well, looks like I've pretty much seen all there is to see down here. The room doesn't seem to have been used much, and there's nothing I can see that might provide a lead. If I stay here any longer, I might just end up covered in dust myself. Not to mention, standing here sighing, it's kinda clogging up my lungs. Maybe it's time I head back upstairs. I should probably see how Maya's doing.
This is the alchemist's house. We have to hurry.
Is that Greater Bardley?
Yeah, that's Bardley's
Competition.
rival, I think.
Professor!
Yeah.
Wait for me!
Miss Faye,
Hi, Professor. What's up? You look flushed.
where's Mr. Wright? Have you seen him?
Oh, Nick. He's just down in the basement doing some investigating. He should be back up soon. So how did it go? Did you get to see the storyteller?
Please, get Mr. Wright immediately. It's safer if we're all together in one place. I'll explain later. Just hurry.
Huh?
As things stand, Mr. Wright is in serious danger.
Nick's in danger? What do you mean?
I have reason to believe that a witch will appear here soon.
Oh, fuck.
A Yu-Gi-Oh summoning.
All is as written in the story.
Do you happen to be the Great Witch Bazella?
Concern yourselves not with who I am, but rather with what you will now become.
Oh, dearie, dearie me. Whatever is the matter, child? You look positively flustered. Sir Benzook is no longer a resident here. You'll need to go elsewhere for your medicaments. I know that. Let me through. It's a matter of life or death.
Birdly? Life and death, you say? If so, then I may foresee a hit ballad. Raise up your hearts and sing with Birdly. My bird is Cracker, first, second, and thirdly.
Oh, this must be that rival Mr. Bartley was talking about.
I mean, look at him.
Anyway, I'm in a hurry.
This is Chad.
Dearie me.
Oh. Oh, Birdley's rushing in with him. Oh, the drunk guy's there. Some guy.
Dearie me.
Oh.
Professor! It wasn't me!
Huh? What the?
Uh-oh.
Huh. Yeah, all it said in the story is that a man from a foreign land would be turned to gold. It didn't specifically say Phoenix.
Professor, the words the storyteller wrote really did come true. And in the worst possible way. A man from afar falls to a golden curse. At first, I thought he was referring
Phoenix
to
is
Mr.
insulted.
Wright. But I
He's like,
got
what do you mean it
wrong.
would have been better if it was me?
It was
Fuck you,
about
Luke.
the professor.
Alright, so do you want to stop here or keep going for the trial?
I'd say we stop here.
It's a good place to...
Layton got degolded and de-armed. Gold Layton.
Professor Layton, he doesn't have any comments. Professor Layton was turned into gold statue through witchcraft in the alchemist residence. How can this be? I would like to save, thank you. Yeah, so we
Oh,
have...
yeah, Professor DeFuck. I forgot we were.
That's what
our
he
name.
That's a lot of puzzles we missed.
Do the Mario swing your arms from side to side. Come on, let's go. Let's try to do the Mario. One step. Mario. Oh, I got it now. You got it. It's the Mario. Do the Mario swing your arms from side to side. Come on, let's go. It's time to do the Mario. Do the Mario. Step and then to the Mario. Just like this.